Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page is by Common Sense. I keep trying to keep it down to 10 minutes, and we go over 10 minutes. Then, of course, there's something very important. And, of course, I'm just making sure I got it reversed and the camera's on me and everything. But, other than that, I'm trying something new with the camera. Now, if you have any comments, suggestions, or insults, you put it down below. And I will approve of it, and I'll get back to you. Okay. Notice how I'm not really ambitious about money. So that's why you don't see any tags on my pages, okay, below. This video is going to be about, again and again, I gotta keep telling people, if you're truly agnostic, okay, or if you're truly atheist, then this video is going to be called, There is No Proof, okay, of science. There's no proof of media. There's no proof of God, okay, no proof of any of these things. Okay, you have to be a skeptic. You have to be agnostic. Okay, you have to do the research yourself personally. Now, as I said before, the word God represents backwards dog. And then dog is propaganda. Okay, dogma. From dog is dogma. And from dogma is propaganda. And from propaganda is paganism. Okay, you understand? And I keep trying to tell people this, and when I try to debate with someone who said they're a scientist or atheist, I keep trying to tell them I'm using the Socratic questioning technique, and I usually destroy them very easily. And you ask anyone who says they're an atheist or a religious buffoon, okay, buffoonery, you know, that they're not educated. Even people who say they're more for the scientific term, okay, or alchemists, okay, any of these individuals, okay. All you have to do is ask them this, okay? Because my definition of what God is everything. Everything around you, every inert thing, everything that's not alive, everything is dead, everything is alive. But the true God is really you, of who you are. Okay, so you're stronger than any God that's around you, dead or alive. Okay, so this bed is God. This sheet is God. That wall is God. Okay, everything God can reside in, or any form of energy, is God. Anything you cannot see, anything you cannot think, anything unconscious, anything that is conscious. All right, you get that part so far? Now, what is it's easy to destroy those religious theists, okay, and it's easy to destroy scientists easily, okay, with my technique, okay. Don't try to bite me, okay. Don't try to bite me, because you'll lose. It's like, oh, you haven't heard of the atom? You haven't heard of the quarks and stuff like that? I haven't seen those things before. I usually destroy scientists like that. I don't believe in that stuff. I don't know if that stuff exists. Well, a lot of people do believe. I don't know it, okay? How do I know if those things exist? I may see something different if I do my own discovery or my own research. You know what I'm saying? Same thing when I say with religious people. How do you know if there's a God? How do you know if the media is telling the truth? How do you know? The only way you can actually know for sure is if you do it yourself. Okay, you understand? I had an argument with someone about this topic, and I said, hey, you know nothing. No one knows nothing. Let's take the Socratic the questioning technique. I usually destroy them. Okay? And so you got a point there. I said, think about it. You see something on the news. You see something called Martin Luther King. Okay? You see something called Gandhi, Malcolm X. Okay? You may believe in their ideas. You may be an idealistic person, but you don't know if those individuals existed or not. All right, so you only going on with media. The media is like the Matrix. Okay, I see a lot of things on the internet that shows me pictures, but I say, hey, those pictures, I haven't discovered those pictures in person myself. You understand? There's no proof of anything unless you discover it yourself, which scientific biasm comes into play, because you have discovered it. Let's say you're a scientist, and some scientists come to me. I say, I haven't discovered that, my man. I haven't discovered that, my man. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you can lead me to the water, then I will look at it myself, and I may see something different. And then you call it scientific biasm, right? So until I discover it myself, then you do not know. No one really knows. So how many minutes have I passed so far? Okay, 5 minutes. So I'm getting tired of people saying that if you're atheist, you don't have any belief, any possibility or probability that a God could exist. Okay? Outside yourself. All right? You're atheist. You're a closed-minded imbecile who basically just say, oh, I don't believe in that. Because if you look at the definition of atheist, you will notice that it does not say anything such as probabilities and possibilities of believing in such a God. Okay. Now, atheists, however, they would say they don't know. We don't have the information. Agnostic. Now, Gnostic people, however, I told you this time and time again, have secret knowledge. They can't give it to the public. They're the ones who are the elite, the knowledgeable. Okay, they keep that shit to themselves because most people can't handle the truth. They can't handle the motherfucking truth. All right? Okay? Now, Rosicrucian and Order, they are the agnostics. They are the ones who have the secret knowledge. And if they have the secret knowledge, they can't put that out there in the public because they may get terminated or they're killed. You know how many scientists are disappearing because of the fact that they discovered something? Cars that run on water and shit like that. No, that's not going to happen. If the oligarchies of who control big oil and cars or Big Brother or the illuminated ones don't want that to happen, it will not fucking happen. I swear to you not. Okay. Just like I told you about the YouTube algorithm. Look at my past video. I'd said this way before everybody starts screaming about it. I said, hey, I'd started realizing the pattern very early. Highly intelligent to pick it up. I said, wait a minute. How do I fucking lose subscribers? And how do I lose views on one day, particularly? And then I say, hey, wait a minute. No. Then all of a sudden, they say this video has some music playing in the background, which they know goddamn well is fair use. Okay, they know it's goddamn fair use. Why are you going to block that page from getting monetized? That doesn't make any sense to me. So that means YouTube needs to grow up a little bit more. So I'm like, anything will have somebody has something advertising, something like that. They're not trying to make money off of it. They're just doing some advertising for it, for fair use. I said, okay. Now, but I digress. The whole moral of this whole video is basically there's no proof of nothing. Okay, you keep an open mind. You say, okay, there's a possibility of it. Pink unicorns may exist. Motherfucker, right? Let me see how it's 6 minutes. And you have to keep an open mind. Now, you may go somewhere and there's a project called CERN and shit like that. You haven't been there, motherfucker. You haven't been there. You haven't been at CERN. You don't know what CERN is? You better start looking up CERN. And you'll find all the information, but you haven't been there. You getting scared of a black hole that's opening up in Kansas or some shit that's expanding and expanding, but you haven't been there. How are you believing in these things? Why are you living in fear? Why are you worried about that shit, motherfucker? All right? Oh my goodness, man. And like I said before, anyone who's living in fear, they're living in the light. They have these trumped up theories, which they haven't even discovered themselves. And I said, some guy told me, did you know everything around us is fucking water? I'm like, I don't know that shit. I'm just telling you, they already noticed that we breathe in carbon dioxide. Now, water is a different substance. Now, I don't know where he get that shit from. He argued with me about it and said, we all living in water. I said, no, we probably living underwater in a dome. We probably living under flat earth. Now, my light went off. I don't know where you get that shit from. Don't get confused with the difference between air and water is. Don't do that. Okay? Don't try to change the substance or the elements, okay? Now, what else is there to say about this shit? Please understand that there's no proof of anything. Everything is not knowable unless you know it for your goddamn self. Alright? Okay, peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. And if you have any questions, comments, or insults, you put it down below. Peace.